5 seconds to go. Start. Encroachment on public street is a continuing wrong and cause of action is created as long as injury continues. By this judgment and order, we propose to dispose of the aforesaid appeal, which is filed by the appellant hereinafter, being aggrieved by the judgment and order passed by the High Court in RSA number 2698 of 2008, affirming the judgment and decree passed by the trial court in civil suit number 160 of 2003, which was affirmed by the first appellate court in civil appeal number 92 of 2007. These facts therefore make it crystal clear that the present appeal is directed against the concurrent findings of fact of the High Court, the first appellate court, that is, the judgment of the additional district judge, and the trial court, which was the court of civil judge junior division. In order to appreciate the contentions raised before us by the learned counsel appearing for the appellant, it would be necessary to set out certain basic facts leading to filing of the present appeal. The suit was filed by the respondent herein contending inter alia that all the 6 persons, including respondent number 1, have their common interest in the disputed street along with co-inhabitants of the same area. It was stated that the residential houses of the respondents are falling in the site plan, which indicates that there is a common street for ingress and egress of the general public. It was alleged in the plaint that earlier Bal Kishan Das, who was examined as PW4, was the original owner of the entire area, out of which he carved out a colony, selling plots in favor of various parties. It was also stated in the plaint that at that time itself a 10 feet wide public street was left on the ground as detailed in the site plan for the common use of all the plot holders of the colony, but further allegation was that the appellant defendant from the time of possession of his plot had evil eye on the aforesaid disputed street, and the defendant number 1 and he, namely defendant number 2, encroached upon substantial part of the same, making the street narrowed down, causing inconvenience to the users of the said street. Incidentally, the suit was filed invoking Order 1, Rule 8 of Code of Civil Procedure, called in short CPC. In the plaint, it was further stated that earlier the respondent number 1 as complainant filed a complaint under section 133 of the Code of Criminal Procedure 1973, for short the CRPC, which was decided in favor of the plaintiff respondent number 1, and the said judgment was passed by the SDM. When the matter was challenged before the Punjab and Haryana High Court, the High Court held that the matter which is agitated relates to disputed facts and therefore requires evidence, and that the dispute between the parties could only be effectively decided if a civil suit is filed. As the High Court had held that the dispute between the parties would be decided by filing a civil suit, consequently, the aforesaid plaint was filed in the Court of Civil Judge Junior Division, which was registered as Civil Suit number 160 of 2003. Defendant number 1 and the present appellant as defendant number 2 filed a combined written statement raising objections regarding the maintainability of the suit and also with regard to the merit of the contentions raised in the plaint. On the basis of the pleadings of the parties, 4 issues were framed by the trial court to the following effect: whether the defendants have made illegal unauthorized construction over the public street by way of illegal encroachment as shown in red color in the attached site plan shown by letters A, B, C, D, situated at village Matloda, district Panipat, OPP. In case issue number 1 is decided in favor of plaintiff, then whether plaintiff is also entitled to injunction as prayed for OPP, whether suit filed by the plaintiff is not maintainable in the present form OPP, relief. To substantiate his case, the plaintiff respondent number 1 examined 8 witnesses and produced some documents, whereas the present appellant as defendant number 2 examined himself as DW1 as a sole witness. Stop.